Hello out there, everyone. I'm DJ Particle. This is ParticlePlay Live. How is everyone doing out there today? Happy Thursday to you. It's Thursday. That means it's time to take it easy, and let's bring on the queen of Take It Easy herself, RankoHoshino.
Howdy.
What's up?
Not much.
Yeah, sorry I was late. Dana needed help with something kind of last minute, but that's all right. Whoa. I think your mic is feeding into your stream.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. All right, we're here.
Yeah, my mic input was on.
Oh, jeez. That's all right. We got it fixed.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
I took care of the pits of 100 trials and the 1,000-year door.
Oh, yeah. I think you told me about that.
I just did that this morning.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought you said you finished it.
I beat the game. I beat the story, yes.
Oh, and now you're doing post-game stuff.
I did post-game junk.
Ah.
There isn't as much to do on the GameCube version as there is the Switch version.
I can imagine. I'm sure they added a bunch of stuff for the Switch version.
Not a ton. In terms of overall, like in terms of content. Like, there are a lot of changes, sure.
Huh.
But, like, a couple super bosses were added. At least I won't need to go down that stupid pit again. Because I'm not playing the remake. All I need to do now is fill out the recipe list. Yeah, I beat the game. I got all the badges. I did all the chattels. All I need to do is cook. Thankfully, because it was a trickier playthrough for my GameCube playthrough because I didn't get the same crazy luck with the Pretty Lucky badges.
Ah.
A different setup entirely. It was a little bit more challenging towards the end of the game. Got lucky in the pits of 100 trials as well. And I defeated Bonetail again. Well, I say again because I'd already done it on the remake, but yeah. I'm almost done with the GameCube version, basically.
Well, that's good. Hey, Duck, what's up?
Yeah, I think I still like the aesthetics of the original version more than the Switch remake. Not to say that the remake is ugly or anything. It's just a certain charm to the original stuff, you know?
Yeah.
The colors, the sillier, the super silly pipe transition. I like the original pipe transition effect more.
Hey, Ignite Dreams, hello, and have a good
Yeah,
look.
I finished the badge. Yeah, I finished the badge collection at the same time as clearing my way through the pit of 100 trials because the last badges that I needed were in the pit itself.
Ah.
Yeah. That 1,000-year door is a pretty fun game.
Apparently someone crunched numbers, did some studying, and found out that the Switch probably has the most of the best games of all time of any one console.
You can input like we got it. We're in the Safari Zone. Like it's set up in sections. And you can use the Pokéblock feature to influence which wild Pokemon can appear.
Oh. Place a Pokeblock on the Pokeblock feeder.
I don't have any.
Oh.
One of the back sections is locked behind the mod bike, and the other one's locked. And another section in the back is locked behind the acro bike. But because you can't have both bikes in the Game Boy Advance games, you can't go to both of the original back sections. Because you can't have both bikes at the same time. That's a remake thing.
Oh, weird. Oh, what about the Switch 2, Duck? Well, I think the Switch 2 right out of the box will inherit everything the Switch does.
During the post-game... Apparently during the post-game of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you eventually get to have both bikes at the same time.
Ah. A Poke Safari. Oh, that little tiny area was not a safari zone. That's weird.
All the sections are referred to as Safari Zone in the game. And there was a Safari Zone, it's just that we went from one part to another.
Hey, it's a wild Phanpy.
That is, of course, a Gen 2 Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
The mechanics here are basically the same as...
Oh, you finally got back to S-Rank, Lesbian? Nice.
Nice. Yeah, the mechanics here are basically the same as Kanto's Safari Zone that we saw in Gen 1. It's just that we can influence the wild encounters using the Pokeblock feeders.
Is the voice chat open later today? Well, that's up to Ranko. We're in her chat today.
No.
All right.
Nice!
Wellstring and Rainmaker go brrr. Yeah. I can believe it. I can believe it.
Got a bit of sand over there to leave your shoe prints in. I was mashing the E button a little bit too much.
Another oddish.
It's a little oddish, don't you think? And she's just groaning.
Jump, 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 jump.
Well, there's that side of the Safari Zone. I have an oddish. This is also where you can find Pikachu, by the way.
Oh, is that what you're looking for?
No, I'm just looking around mostly.
Oddish!
That would be pretty cool. I ended up catching it anyway.
You need Thanksgiving dinner. You have to wait months for Thanksgiving. Well, about a month and a half. Sorta. Kinda.
And Bob Pikachu fled.
Oh yeah. Thanksgiving is late this year. Thanksgiving is on the 28th this year.
The 4th Thursday of November for
the
US.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 4th Thursday. Yeah, but it's the latest it can be because the 1st is on a Friday this year.
Mm-hmm.
So November 28th is Thanksgiving. Oh yeah, the strike ended. You're gonna love why the strike ended. It's because it turns out the president of the dock workers union is a big buddy of Trump's, and B is not exactly poor, let's just say.
And here's the reason why the other back area of the safari zone is along the other bike. It's the sandy slope.
Ah.
Also, if you hop in one place on the acro bike, you can cause encounters to occur. Because you're going up and down, in and out. You're going in and out of the patch of grass without taking a step.
With a limited graphics, it looks like you're on a pogo stick.
That's the way I was facing.
Giraffe-a-rig?
Giraffe-a-rig.
Hey, wait a minute. That's a palindrome.
Yeah, it is. It's one of a few in
English.
English.
Hold on. What's that, hun? Oh? So what is it? I hope it's not two. Oh, jeez.
What's that?
Oh, oh, good. Yeah, good point, hon. Yeah, Dana thought her issue was something bad, but then again, she realized she doesn't have any of the other symptoms.
Alright. Alright, also in English it's pronounced giraffe-a-rig, even though it's a palindrome.
Yeah.
Even the Japanese name is palindrome. If you just look at the kana, Kirin Riki.
Oh, God. That's probably why they named it Giraffe-a-rig.
It's the only palindrome in the Japanese list of Pokemon names.
Well, there's a female Pikachu.
Because unfortunately, the kana got swapped around. It works in English for a giraffe, the Gen 9 evolution of Giraffe-rig, but Riki Kirin is not a palindrome. There's also Eevee and Ho-Oh and Alomomola in English that are palindromes.
Ah.
But like, yeah, Giraffe-rig is the only Pokemon whose Japanese name is also palindrome.
Ah. Pikachu, electric mouse.
This is pretty late in the game for Pikachu to be appearing.
Yeah. Well, you got a Pikachu.
Yeah.
Ah! Too many Odyshes!
And I ran out of steps.
You're right, Eevee is a palindrome. I always knew but never knew. Oh.
Because Ho-Oh works because Ho-OH.
Yeah.
Even without the hyphen, it's still a technical. But yeah, the hyphen is kind of necessary in English. It's H-O-U-O-U.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
H-O. It's an H-O, then a U, then an O, then a U in Japanese.
Ah.
For the kana.
Hmm.
Which is, of course, pronounced Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is based on Feng Long from Chinese mythology, the Chinese phoenix.
Ah.
It's just that Ho-Oh is the Japanese name of the same bird.
Oh, let's be on. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by.
hilariously, this Pikachu has the same nature as the Ogre Pawn in the teal mask.
Oh, and Duck. and Duck, I mentioned the reason why the strike ended. The reason why it started, I think the real reason why it started is because the president wanted to do a favor for Trump. But the official reason is because the dock workers wanted more pay. And
by the way,
to be frank, they do deserve more pay, and they're going back to the negotiating table. And if they don't have an agreement by January 15th, the strike will be back. But that's January 15th.
And by the way, both of my two Oddish have the calm nature. That's a funny coincidence.
Well, maybe they just like to take it easy, just like you.
Perhaps. But to get the same nature twice is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Is there like 25 natures, or more actually? Yeah, 5 natures per stat that they affect, including 1 neutral nature each. Yeah, that's 25. None of the natures affect HP though. But yeah, ultimately it's 5 times 5, it's 25. The neutral natures technically increase and decrease the same stat at the same time to nullify itself. That's why it's a neutral nature. But yeah. Alright, I went into the Safari Zone. Yeah, due to Pikachu being in the game so late, it's kind of unviable in Hoenn without trading eggs around. But then you just end up with Pichu instead. But yeah, playing by yourself with only the 1 save vial. Pikachu, it is a pretty late encounter in Hoenn. Unlike in, Kanto by itself. And again, it's also in Kanto in the Gen 2 games, which makes it post-game. So that's later than even this encounter, relatively speaking. Yeah. There are no Pikachu in Johto, except if you get lucky with the odd egg in Crystal and you end up with a Pichu, then it's like, yeah, there's that as an option. But like, there's no catching Pikachu in the wild in Johto. At least not regular old original Johto anyway. In Gold and Silver and Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the earliest electric type you can get is actually Marie. We chose that one for the electric type in the Gold playthrough.
I think I remember, yeah.
The sheep.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Which we could have named Watami.
Oh, jeez.
My favorite Hololive member, Tsunomaki Watami, core member. Her lore occupation is that of a bard. Also, hey, this big ol' slacking is here.
Slacking? Oh, God. Seriously, they call this slacking?
Yeah, in English.
What is it, like a different kind of Snorlax?
No! It's not related to Snorlax, although its truant ability makes it so that it gets to move once every other turn. However, its stats overall are hilariously high. Like, legendary level. If it wasn't for the ability, this thing would be pretty deadly. Let me look up its base stats, actually. Mind your base stats are out of 255 because of how that information is stored. 150 HP, 160 attack, 100 defense, 95 special attack, 65 special defense, 100 speed. That's a lot of attack and HP. Base stat total is 670, on par with legendary Pokemon. That is insane, right?
Yeah.
The drawback with slacking, the lazy Pokemon, is that Truant is its ability. Every second turn, it's on the field as of being sent out of forest. It is forced to just loaf around.
Oh,
although during the loafing turn, you can still do use items and switch it out. However, if you have it use Hyper Beam or Giga Impact, it is forced to stay in battle for that turn. It's just that the recharge turn will coincide with its loafing turn. Giga Impact being the physical Gen 4 and onward equivalent to Hyper Beam. Though Hyper Beam still exists in the newer games, it's just turned special in Gen 4. So there's a version of that move for physical attacking and special attacking. Pokemon that is compatible with the Hyper Beam TM is also compatible with the Giga Impact TM. So there's that. Yeah, I'm talking about a Gen 4 move while we're playing game.
Oh, Duck asks, what are 3 things you want to be accomplished within 6 months after the election? Well, I can't really say right now because we don't know what kind of Congress we're going to get. I mean, right now it looks like we're going to get the House. We being Democrats, of course, are going to get the House back because more than one state's been de-gerrymandered in the last couple of years. Senate, we could hang on to the Senate. But like I said, it just depends on what kind of Congress we get. I mean, believe it or not, a way we could hang on to the Senate, you might not believe this, but one of the seats in Nebraska has a Republican running against an independent who, if he wins, will likely caucus with the Democrats. And that is a toss-up race. I mean, we may get something out of Nebraska. And of course, the Texas and Florida Senate races are really close too. Those are 2 other seat flip possibilities.
Amy.
Yeah?
Where in Florida do your parents live? Like, what part of Florida?
Naples.
The heck is that?
Alright, well, you know where Miami is, right?
Uh-huh.
And you know that I-75 starts in Miami?
Go
well,
on.
Naples is right across on the other coast from Miami.
So it's on the west coast at the south end.
Yes.
Okay, so they're definitely safe. They were definitely safe from.
Yeah. They got a lot of wind and rain, but no damage.
I was just wondering about that.
Yeah, I've already asked them about the storm. They said the storm went too far north of them to cause any damage.
Well, that much is good.
Well, if we get a trifecta, you can rest assured that some of the things that will be on the docket will be the Green New Deal, codifying Roe, stuff like that. And without mansion or cinema, we might actually get them done.
Good riddance.
Yeah.
Joe Manchin, Joe Manchild.
Yeah. And then of course, and if for some reason we don't keep the Senate, we could always take it back in 26, because a lot of Republican seats in swing states will be up in 26. Like I believe, like I think. Let me see who's up in 26.
Alright, we are going to head to the east, even though we don't need to do that quite yet. I'm going to set up a flying point. I'm going to get the flying point checked out first.
Oh no, Ron Johnson's up for 28, so not Wisconsin. However, 28 is kind of a double-edged sword as well, because John Tester in Georgia, who's a Democrat, is also up in 26. Sorry, 26, not 28. Yeah, John Tester's also up in 26.
Harvest, I'm out of bag space. HPF on. I mean, Ectric, because Combustion still has an evolution coming up.
Oh yeah. Susan Collins is up for re-election in 2026 in Maine. So that's a chance for a flip there.
I'll hold on to the... Right, actually, I think I'm gonna look at the speed stats. I'll give the car base to Braylon. Watch this. Enemy.
Hmm?
The guy standing on the fence.
Oh God. We have a chance for a flip, believe it or not, in Alaska in 2026. And the reason why I say that is because for the last 2 House terms, Alaska has had a Democrat House rep. And since Alaska only has 1 House rep, even the House is a statewide election in Alaska.
That's what I was afraid would have. Static activating upon contact. Okay, so Lightning is now holding another item. Ultra Ball! This goes into the Pokeball's pocket, not the regular item's pocket.
Oh, Duck, the Green New Deal is basically a bunch of climate change fighting initiatives all rolled into one bill. It's not just any one environmental thing.
It's one collection of environmental deals.
Yeah.
Yeah, since we're playing through Ruby, Duskull pops up, not Shuppet.
Oh, and also the new Voting Rights Act too would be on the docket too. What the hell? What?
What?
Did that little one just throw... Where? Did that little one just throw poop at you or something?
No. That was mud and sand.
I was just gonna say.
You're the one with the dirty mind here.
Yes, I am.
And I thought I had a dirty mind.
Oh god, now I'm thinking of that Pearl and Marina animation. Nasty dog. Back to the kitty because she's really pretty.
Alright. Hidden right here. Should I know how to find me some hidden items, don't I? I'm full heal. Sometimes hidden items are kind of obvious. If you know what to look for, then you can figure it out pretty quickly.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have you played this game now?
Probably not as many times as you might think.
Ah.
Because I'd rather play through Emerald to get through the original home experience anyway.
Oh.
Which is like why I've noticed that there are trainers missing in the area. I was like, oh right, yeah, of course, I'm playing Ruby, not Emerald.
Yes, I did, hon.
I need to finish playing Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I'm like right at the end of the game. Alright. We can now fly to Lily Cave City. I came from Kanto. The Hoenn region is beautiful with all its water and verdant nature. Huh? Wait a second. There be rare Pokemon that live only in this area? Certainly. Yeah, certainly. Sure. I can imagine so, right? Pokemon that don't inhabit the Kanto region. Kanto Chiho, as it would be pronounced in Japanese, as in the Kanto region, Kanto country. Something is that, yeah, the Kanto region, just in Japanese. The first region did not have the same name between English and Japanese as the Unova region, which is Ishu Chiho. Or just Ishu. That region is based on,
Oh!
part of America, actually.
Geez.
Specifically around the southeast of the state of New York. That part of the country. Burica. There's also the Alola region in Gen 7, which is out of Hawaii. The Ori region in Gen 3, the GameCube games take place there, is based on Arizona or something like that. Arizona, New Mexico area. But that's not part of the main series.
Ah.
And features almost exclusively double battles. think that, yeah, that's pretty much double Battle Central, the GameCube games. Alright, back we go. We need to go back. We now need to go south from... Actually, there is some dialogue that we can see right now in Lily Cove City. Before we get some actual story progress to occur. Also, Lily Cove City is the final site of contest stuff, the Master Rank stuff. The big old contest hall. It's a big one.
What? Oh, jeez. You think it could be the blockers? Oh, jeez. Actually,
And because
it's
of how
the same
big
from when I saw it.
And because of how big this place is, we get 3 pictures instead of 1 for contest winners.
Oh, jeez.
And no, that is not the shiny sprite for Loudred. Yeah, this place is big because it's the Master Rank Hall.
Yeah.
You need to have gone through the lower 3 levels first to get to do contests here per Pokemon. You cannot talk to him across from this thing. I guess it counts as a wall. Are you old enough to go catch Pokemon, or is that just an anime thing? We need to remind ourselves that anime logic doesn't necessarily apply here, guys. Because in Generation 5 we get to with preschoolers. Yeah, preschooler becomes a trainer class in Gen 5. And again, we've also been fighting against children with their inner teams. Oh, by the way, yes, this place is so big it has 3 contest stages.
Oh, jeez.
And this time we got to see them colored up to match up with the Powerpuff Girls. Pink, green, and pink, blue, and green. What a lucky coincidence. I guess. And we have another shipyard here. No, they got the harbor. Yeah, Lily Cove City Harbor. The ferry SS Tidal is under construction at Slateport City. The service is scheduled to begin shortly. And by shortly, we mean as soon as the protagonist defeats the champion. So, not too soon. Motel. Cove Lily Cove. Ha. And in this particular instance, you're not allowed to watch the TV. You're not allowed to interact with this TV.
Oh, jeez. Why?
Because stepping in front of this guy causes him to interact with you and shove you out of the way. Hey, down in front! I'm trying to watch TV!
So how... is there a way to interact with it eventually?
No. Team Magma is here, by the way. And the rival is standing in front of the department store. Yes, we're finally in the city with the department store. You must battle with him to gain access to the department store. That's just a little ridiculous.
Oh, Ignite Dream says, that dude was watching VTubers. Don't interrupt.
Just watching VTubers on that big old CRT. Wouldn't that be fun? TM44, which of course is rest. Sleep is essential for good health. Sleep and regain health. You go to sleep for 2 turns, and upon going to sleep, regain all of your HP. And of course, it won't work if your HP is already full. And for the time being, the sea is blocked off by Whalmer. 3 Whalmer. Yeah, I can't do anything here. The one guy is like, I'm not gonna tell you where the boss is, and then this other guy just kind of spills it anyway. One guy's like, I'm not gonna tell you where he is, the other guy tells you where he is, but doesn't tell you why. And why he went there. So yeah, we need to go. And yeah, that's why we need to go south from the Safari Zone.
Yeah.
Let's just show that this is here. Pokemon Trainer Fan Club. Every region has one, apparently. Becoming the champion gives you friends. Gains you fans here. It happens in Kanto as well. And then more people show up, I'd imagine. I forgot to watch the TV after I beat Gabby and Ty last time. Thursday. It's just a Thursday, another Thursday to me after all. There's no deep significant meaning to it, people. Like, you people would never understand. Oh, whatever. I might as well just fight this thing, I guess. It would be difficult. We've had trouble running away from this thing before.
Yeah, I think Duck found the I think Duck found the Woomy button.
Oh boy.
In honor of Fry in that comic. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah, the graveyard, yes.
So, good old GY. It had been shortened to in Yu-Gi-Oh! At some point.
Ah.
The GY. That still remains graveyard. Basically the discard pile. But destroyed and discarded cards go there. Banished cards go just.
Oh, Duck wants to know if we like Magic the Gathering. I've never played it. Have you, Ranko?
Not really. I have a deck of those cards somewhere in my collection, like just exactly the one deck from a long time ago. Yeah, I think I might have tried.
Magic's been around for what, 30 years now?
But like those are literally the only Magic the Gathering cards I've ever had.
Yeah.
That was during high school. It's probably somewhere in one of my boxes in my closet. That's not a big deal. It's interesting in the concepts that you know. Like it's interesting stuff, but I never got into it. When it comes to card games, I'd rather play Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, Duck's asking if you're into Pokemon card game.
I Pokemon cards are definitely something that I had gotten into. I used to play it quite a while ago.
Yeah, I had a feeling because you are a Pokemon fan.
I did recently get a couple of Elite Trainer boxes.
Oh, nice.
I got some good stuff. In fact, I opened one of them while we were bowling.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. The Stellar Crown Elite Trainer box is what I was opening. I also got the Twilight Masquerade Masquerade Elite Trainer box through Amazon.
Kyome says he has a ton of them.
He
says his grandma always got him all kinds of cards.
I also have Gen 7 cards and quite a bit of Gen 2 and Gen 1.
You know what? Yeah, the thing is...
Some Gen 3 stuff.
The thing is, Kyome talks about his family a lot. You know, a lot of a certain side of his family aren't very nice, but from what he was saying about his grandma was one of the good ones.
Yeah.
R.I.P. legend, you know?
Yeah. And overwrite the Scratch with Quick Attack for now because Quick Attack is a little bit better. It has +1 priority, which Scratch does not.
Yeah.
Increased priority is always nice.
Mm-hmm.
Super Potion. You know what? I should get back to the Pokemon Center.
Okay.
Take some stuff in the PC. I just remembered my bag is... My item pocket is basically full.
Oh, I just found out something. And this is in relation to, if you remember me ranting about Valley Fair's new Fright Lane pricing and how they don't sell Fright Lane by itself anymore. Apparently, little update, someone did get to talk to management about it, and the management even said that due to the way things work, they cannot just sell Fright Lane by itself anymore. I don't know why they decided to do that, but yeah. So apparently it was not a mistake, and that's just how they do it now. So again, it basically almost quadruples the price of Fright Lane for those who have Season Fast Lane Pass.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So I guess we're back to boycotting Valley Fair.
Because it is not Valley Fair of them at all.
Right.
To make a joke at their expense, of course.
Yeah. And I have a feeling similar events at other Six Flags parks are doing the same thing. Yep. Yeah, now that the old Six Flags and Cedar Fair have merged into basically the new Six Flags. Valley Fair is a theme park owned by the new Six Flags company.
I'm gonna put the soda pops away. I'm not gonna use them. Don't worry, the PC space is refrigerated properly as needed.
Mm-hmm.
Not like it matters. We're not the ones drinking sodas anyway.
Yeah, the amusement park is in Shakopee, Minnesota. It was originally owned by the people who used to own an older amusement park in the Twin Cities area, Excelsior Park in Excelsior, Minnesota. Basically, that closed down in '73, and the owners built a new park in nearby Shakopee. And 2 years later, the owners of that park and the owners of Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio, which has been around for over 100 years. Those two companies merged into a company called Cedar Fair. And Cedar Fair was basically Six Flags' main competition here in the U.S. And a couple months ago, Six Flags and Cedar Fair just merged into the new Six Flags.
Ridiculous. And when you say Excelsior, I can only help but think of Star Trek.
Yeah.
The USS Excelsior and the Excelsior-class starship.
Yeah.
And then
there was a late 24th slash
Sulu, I guess.
Yeah, there was a late 24th slash early 25th century Excelsior, but it got destroyed by the Borg.
But yeah, the USS Excelsior was captained by Sulu, right?
The first one, yeah. Yes. Well, actually, I should say the second one. Technically, that was the second Excelsior. The first Excelsior was a Constitution-class ship.
The Excelsior-class Excelsior.
Yeah, was
Sulu, though, right?
Well, it was originally Captain Styles back in Star Trek 3.
All right.
And then after the transwarp experiments failed, mainly because of Scotty, they refit it to just use regular warp drive, recommissioned it so it was no longer an experimental ship. It used to, its registry used to be NX 2000 because NX is for experimental ships. Well, once it became NCC 2000, that's when Sulu became the captain.
All right. So yeah, Sulu was the captain of an Excelsior.
Yeah.
Which happened to be an Excelsior-class starship.
Well, yeah.
Or forest. How appropriate. But I remember some stuff, you know?
Yeah, there have been 3 types of... There have been 4 types of Constitution class vessel. There's the original from the mid 23rd century. There's the refit from the late 23rd century. There's Constitution 3 class from the early 25th century. And there's a class called, well, it's called either Constitution class or Kirk class. The names are used interchangeably, but that's in the 32nd century.
Right. By the way, I went around the east side of this mountain. You cannot do that in the 3DS remakes. You can only go around the left side, the west side.
Huh.
Geographical changes between the Game Boy Advance and the 3DS stuff.
Oh yeah, Kiyomi. The last time Dana and I went to Disney World back in 2011, and at that time they had a fast pass system where you could purchase your ticket ahead of time instead of waiting in the line first. You purchase your ticket ahead of time, and it would tell you to come back at a certain time. And then when that certain time comes, you go into their fast lane line. I mean, it was still a long line, but it was shorter than the main line. And that system actually worked. We tried to get a fast pass for Universal when we went to Universal the next day, but by the time we tried, it was already sold out. Yeah, Universal has a fast pass system more similar to Valley Fair, but it sells out, unfortunately.
Got the cleanse tag. We're gonna go do some training up through this interior area before we hit up the outdoors and take on Team Magma. Also, the exit to the exterior of this particular mountain is higher up in the remakes. It's a little more condensed of an area, if I remember correctly as well. And yeah, trainer battles. Layron. It's rock and steel. It's a steel type and a rock type. The first evolved form of Auron. I've used that Pokemon in Pokemon Emerald before. Yep, Delcatty, Skitty's evolved form. The evolution occurs when you use a moonstone on a skitty. That's all you need to do.
Delcatty.
But that causes it to not be able to learn anything by leveling up anymore, though.
Oh, jeez.
As is kind of standard with stone-induced evolutions, except for Eevee's stone-induced evolutions, where they just have different level up and learn moves. I think they made an exception for Eevee's evolutions because of how different they are and how many there are, I suppose. That's an entirely different case.
Oh, Duck's getting hungry for cake. I mean, actual cake.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I left my tentacle out in front of an electric type. That's fun. Electric Gen 3. Electric Gen 3 learn set. It's level 32. Why was it not using the spark? I have no idea.
Oh, God. You may buy an ice cream cake soon? Oh, ice cream cakes are good. Although frankly, my favorite type of cake, my ultimate favorite type of cake, has to be raspberry cheesecake. That's for that type of cake. For a more standard type of cake, I tend to like just vanilla, white, or yellow.
Well, okay, that's a little boring. But hey, that just sounds a little standard, but there's something for everyone. There's something for everyone. Meanwhile, my favorite type of cake is red velvet cake.
Oh, that's good. Coconut cake? Oh, actually, that's good too.
Red velvet.
Oh,
cake.
Yeah, red velvet. Yeah. You know what? Scratch that about vanilla white. Red velvet. You reminded me of red velvet. I'd forgotten of red velvet.
How can I not like red velvet cake? Thankfully, it actually is good.
I know.
It's red and it's actually good.
Mm-hmm.
And the cream cheese. Oh my gosh. The cream cheese and the red velvet stuff. Oh, whatever the heck it is.
Another good one. Believe it or not, carrot cake with cream cheese frosting.
My mom loves that.
Oh, carrot cake is good. They say they call it the old people cake, but it is really good. Seriously.
It's good. If my mom can't eat all of her carrot cake slice, she gives it to me.
Oh, you don't know your favorite
it's
kind,
good.
Kiyomi? Oh, jeez.
Carrot cake is good, but that's my mom's favorite cake.
I said no flavoring. Stay away from a lot of food dyes. I think part of my trouble is flour. Oh, jeez.
But yeah, carrot cake is good.
If you're gluten intolerant, yeah, you might want to stay away from the flour. I'm doing okay, Hector. What's up?
It's taking it easy. Laying down on the floor while doing the stream.
Oh, geez. County Clerk Tina Peters in Colorado allowed Mike Lindell to use her security card to breach Dominion voting machines during the 2020 election. And she got arrested in 2022. And just today, she got her sentence, 9 years in prison. And you want
pillow guy. Hi.
And the judge told her, "You are one of the most privileged people to ever sit in that chair. You're a charlatan. You're going to prison." You know what demand she tried to make, though?
Go on.
She tried to make a demand like I am one of God's children, and God doesn't like you messing with His children. And she also, and at one point she also said, "But I can't go to prison. I have to sleep on a special bed." Oh, your prison bed's gonna be special, all right. Oh my God. Yeah. Talk about entitled idiots.
Hey, I got a protein.
Yeah. Oh, you got protein?
Straight from the
Little.
lining via
Little
pickup.
one. Or how do you pronounce it?
Lining.
Oh, Linoon. I was saying a little one. But no. Linoon. Okay.
Yeah. That is a funny way to say the name.
And then someone asks here, well, if Mike Lindell used a county clerk security card unauthorized in order to breach voting machines, when's he going to prison? Well, the thing is, now that she's in prison,
supposed to protect him.
Well, the thing is, now that she's in prison, he could be next.
And his bed is just going to be a bunch of pillows. It's just gonna.
Well, the thing is, you know what my pillows are made out of, right? You know what they're stuffed with, right? My pillows are stuffed with shavings of memory foam. Yeah.
Memory foam pillows, basically.
And the thing is, back before the whole Mike Lindell shit went down, I've actually felt one before, and I'll admit they do feel comfortable, but
it's just unfortunate that the guy associated with them is just such an idiot.
Yeah, and memory foam tends to get moldy if you don't wash it enough. Memory foam tends to get moldy from moisture if you don't wash it enough.
I'm not going to talk about my memory foam pillow at all.
Well, the thing is, there used to be a My Pillow shop in the Mall of America before the shit started going down.
The My Pillow guy. That's all we know him.
Yeah.
That's all we really know him as.
Yeah.
That's how he's referred to on
he tried to
Talk.
go. Lindell tried to go incognito at the Democrat National Convention, and he basically got pwned by a 12-year-old interviewer. I mean, granted, said 12-year-old is also a big-time content creator, but still.
Oh boy. It almost feel bad for the guy.
Almost.
But then you remember it. Then you remember who it is.
Yeah. Because
if it were anyone else, you'd feel bad for him.
Well, because the thing is, My Pillow was a successful company, and then Mike Lindell just hopped on the crazy train, and his company's been sinking ever since. I think it was what was it? I think it was was it early 2021 is when the My Pillow shop in the Mall of America closed. And, well, actually it moved. It moved to a different mall, but it moved to an almost dead mall, Burnsville Center. And the thing is, it got put in, like, the deadest part of the mall, too. In Burnsville Center.
And let's see.
Yeah, if you remember, I took a picture in front of, in the Mall of America, I took a picture in front of the then blank storefront with a victory symbol saying, "The fascist pillow store is gone."
Alright. It's like Ignite Dreams is like Lamel, but my divine right. Yeah. Kiami's like, I have to sleep on a special bed too. My bed is special because it's called I Didn't Break the Law.
Yeah.
And also Kiami says, my pillow is a squishmallow.
Squishmallow.
The battle's going on and Tentacruel taking attacks fairly decently because, you know, Tentacruel has good special defense. If this was the Gen 6 remake stuff, that acid attack would have been super effective. Because fairy type. And being weak against poison moves. Yeah, I'm used to there being more trainers in certain areas. It's because I prefer Emerald over Ruby and Sapphire. I have to say Ruby and Sapphire. I just prefer Emerald due to the
Hey, Five and Cat, what's up?
Complete experience with the story and stuff like that. Yeah. I feel Squishmallow is more comforting, especially since this one is a horse, and my grandma got me it for Christmas because I was obsessed with horses at the ranch. Interesting.
Oh wow! You know how Jimmy Carter had been working for Habitat for Humanity pretty much until he couldn't anymore. Apparently, the project that he was working on has now been named by Habitat for Humanity as the Carter Work Project, and it's continuing in his honor, and celebrities have been getting involved. At the Habitat for Humanity site in Minnesota, country music icons Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood are joining the Carter work effort.
Nice. Also, he's 100 years old now.
Yep.
His birthday is on the 1st.
Yep, he turned 100 on Tuesday. The first ex-president to hit the big 100.
You know what's an interesting coincidence?
What?
Inugami Korone's birthday is the 1st of October.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Korone's birthday is on the same day of the year as Jimmy Carter's.
Oh, Kiyome says, I find Squishmallows more comforting, especially since this one's a horse, and my grandma got me for Christmas because we became obsessed with horses after a horse ranch. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
I said that. Yeah, I read that one out loud.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's alright.
A horse ranch is a Sims pack. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know the Sims announced a new pack today. Yeah, I know. You told me about it.
That popped up in the mod chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was no way EA could have known, but still, bad timing.
Awkward
EA.
timing.
Bad timing.
Just really weird timing.
Yeah, I tend to call Jimmy Carter the right president at the wrong time. Because he was a big champion. He was a big champion of civil rights, like across the board. He was a big. He was a big fan of green energy, environmentalism. You may have heard of the Pitch In campaign.
No.
Maybe you might see some older trash cans around with a symbol that says Pitch In. That was a Carter
Never seen
initiative.
this.
Oh.
The other funny thing is that I went to his presidential library in Atlanta, Georgia, one time when I went there for a Braves game.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty nice place.
Cool.
But yeah, I've been to his presidential library.
And he was even for free Palestine back in the 70s.
Nice.
As a matter of fact,
Presidential library.
How can I say this? Jimmy Carter is likely the reason that Hamas doesn't control the West Bank.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter's a good man.
Oh, yeah, yes he is. Yes he is. But the thing is, the stuff he was championing when he was president, the country just wasn't ready for it yet, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And if you remember the old 55 speed limit, back when that was a national speed limit, that was a Carter initiative as well. And he did because we were just getting out of an oil crisis at the time. So he figured a good way to make people save gas is by lowering the speed limit. Therefore, lowering the speed limit and increasing the effectiveness of gas at a more optimum speed. But the thing is, the oil crisis ended pretty soon after that. But
Hey, by the way, here's Shop It.
But the national speed limit didn't rise until 1988 under Reagan, when it rose to 65, and then under Clinton, the national speed limit just got repealed completely.
And that's why there's one part of Texas which has a ridiculously high speed limit on their interstate highway.
Exactly.
Texas, a state with the need for speed.
Oh, that reminds me. There's a game coming out next year called Junctions, Junx.
I mentioned it a few times.
I've mentioned it a few times. Yeah. It looks like it's going to be a road geek's dream. And you'll even be you'll even be able to import real life maps that you'll be able to use as your sandbox. I can't wait. When that comes out, I'm getting it and I am streaming it.
I think I've settled on a game for my prize for the bowling tournament.
Oh, what?
Super Mario Brothers Wonder. We'll just need to get those funds over to. We'll just work out getting the funds over to my Amazon account.
You don't want a direct code?
Email address. Huh?
You don't want a direct code?
I want physical.
Oh.
But I want to buy it myself, so I don't have to worry about sharing any mailing information.
Yeah. I will say. I will say this. I've sent two cartridge prizes in the mail to winners before, and frankly, I've both forgotten and erased their addresses. So. No,
it's like
usually
I tend to use it. Go on.
Yeah, usually what I do is if someone asks for a hard copy, I have them DM me their address, and I order it, putting their address as the shipping address, and then after it's shipped out, I erase the address from the DM, and then once the item shows up, I erase the shipping address from my shipping account. So,
basically use a shipping address for the time.
Yeah.
Like that one time when one of my community members bought a 7x7 cube for me. I still have that cube, by the way.
So whereas yes, I perfectly understand that you don't want to share your real life address. On the other hand, if you were to, you can rest assured it's safe with me.
Yeah, I'd rather just have you throw me some Amazon funds to my email address. The email address tied to that account is on my stream page, by the way. People are free to donate whenever they want. That's how Ignite has been able to throw money at me the way he has.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that account is secured.
Yeah, so just let me know, just when you order it, let me know how much it is, and I'll PayPal you the cash.
I don't have PayPal.
Oh, you don't have PayPal?
I meant send me funds to the Amazon gift card shenanigans.
Oh. I don't think I've done that.
It's simple enough. It's simple enough. We'll talk about it on Discord at some point.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But it'll basically be just tell me how much it costs, and I'll put it on the gift card for you. You can find, and yes, you can find out how much it costs before you actually, with taxes and everything, and shipping before you actually order.
With the shipping.
Yeah.
Am I gonna be the silly person that asks for maximum shipping again? Maximum speed shipping. I did that with some of the stuff that I'd ordered recently.
Well, like I said, that's up to you. when I order the stuff, I tend to use at least a type of shipping that has tracking with it.
Amazon has shipping tracking, and I think that when I do get around to ordering it, it'll be shipped by Amazon anyway.
Yeah.
Amazon, like when Amazon itself delivers the stuff, they can even tell you how many stops away the thing is from the destination.
Yeah, I know. When I was ordering my Star Trek Blu-rays, I did it mostly through Amazon.
Maybe I could Maybe I could get the Star Trek Blu-rays somehow. I mean, I have a portable Blu-ray player now.
I will say this: I do have a spare set of Enterprise season 4, I think.
Wow.
Well, because Dana once thought that the full series box set I got was missing a disc. So we ordered that season to get the missing disc, but then she found the disc. But then she found the disc. Yeah.
Maybe you can hook me up with the Star Trek Blu-rays at some point.
Yeah,
just as an idea.
Now Dana's gonna finish the project. All she has left to do is Deep Space Nine, the non-remastered versions of TOS, because she wants those for herself, and what am I thinking of? Oh, and she may have to redo some, because there are some episodes where subtitles have to be on the screen. Like, for example, a lot of early episodes of Discovery, because they have Klingons talking in Klingon with subtitles, and she accidentally removed the subtitles when she ripped the episodes.
Whoops.
But the thing is, now she knows how to do it in a way that keeps the subtitles in.
And by the way, I can't use lining to other moves on this thing due to it being a ghost type. So I'm stuck with Surf due to, no longer having access to Odor Sleuth.
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh well. Some of the background effects are pretty neat in Generation 3.
Yeah, I also have the remastered TNG as well, by the way.
Maybe I could just get the DVDs every time. I don't know. They have Star Trek DVD collections at Walmart. Who knows? Oh, by the way, my portable Blu-ray player has the USB port it can place the files off of.
Oh yeah.
And a micro SD slot.
Cool. Like I said, the way we've been doing it is Dana's just been ripping the Blu-rays to MP4 files.
All right. How much data is going to be involved, though?
A lot.
That's not telling me anything.
Well, we're talking terabytes.
Shit, I don't have enough room for that on my hard drive. Because I have only a single terabyte solid state drive.
Yeah, we think it'll be somewhere between 1 to 2 terabytes when we're done.
Get some pin drives and then I don't know. I don't know what to do about that then. Okay.
All right.
Because it will not all fit on my solid
Well,
state
my
drive.
original plan, once the project was done, is I was gonna start feeding you Discovery episodes one at a time, so that you
maybe I should just.
Yeah, so that you'd at least be able to see the series.
I saw the stuff that they aired publicly at the launch of the series.
Oh yeah.
I watched the first episode on TV.
Yeah, CBS during the writers and actors strike, CBS also aired some Strange New Worlds on TV, on regular TV as well.
Maybe I'll just find some other way to watch stuff.
Season 2, Episode 4, Hell of a Boss's fun little Easter eggs in the captions. They unbelieve the best they can for YouTube. Kiyome? My biggest storage drive, and basically, granted, it's not solid state, but my biggest storage drive is 20 tera. That's where I store all my streams. And I have an older storage drive that I used to store my streams on, but now it just stores my other video media, and that one's 12 tera.
Let's see, remote higher. I just got.
So between my two storage drives, between my two storage drives and the solid state drive that's in my PC itself, I have 34 tera of storage.
34 terabytes?
Yeah.
My laptop that I'm casting from originally had a 1 terabyte hard drive, but I replaced it with an equivalent solid state drive, because I don't need that much space for myself.
And by the way, if you're wondering why I just say tera, because just for the sake of tradition. You know, we used to say K for kilobyte, meg for megabyte, gig for gigabyte. Well, tera for terabyte.
It's a fanon term, basically.
Yeah.
All right, Shadow Ball.
And I believe the next one would be I think 1024 tera would be 1 exabyte, which I assume would be shortened to just X when we get that far.
Only Jirachi. Oh, Lightning can learn it as well, but Jirachi could probably use it more than Lightning. Let me look. Actually, let me look at the 2 attack stats.
Yeah, but I have a lot of ripped TV shows on my storage on my media drive.
I got my hands on a fun movie somehow. Well, archive.org is just a publicly known website, okay?
Yes. Oh.
I got through archive.org Spaceballs.
Oh, wow. Oh, by the way, did you know they're finally going to be making a sequel to it?
Really?
Yep, Mel Brooks is finally making a sequel to it. And also keep in mind, about 15 years ago, there was a one-season animated series of it, too.
Wow.
And I have that on my drive.
I watched the movie one time, and I was like, oh gosh, this is hilarious.
Oh, by the way, if you want to watch some good dark comedy, and if anyone who's a fan of Big Brother, there's a British miniseries that was.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jirachi for the Shadow Ball like I originally planned.
There's a British miniseries that aired on Channel 4 called Dead Set. Basically, the premise of Dead Set is that the zombie apocalypse happens, and the world's last hope is the current cast of Big Brother.
Wow.
Who are basically isolated in the Big Brother house.
And by the way, the only move that I can replace with, the only move I can get rid of onlining before a shadow button, that's its best move. The rest of the moves are HM moves that I cannot overwrite by myself.
Ah.
So definitely Shadow Ball is going to Jirachi. Swift.
Oh, gee. All right. So what's Jirachi forgetting? Swift, yeah. All right.
Get a move for other psychic types to be hit super effectively.
Cool.
And ghost types.
But yeah, it's definitely dark comedy. I mean, there are some dramatic parts in it too, but it's mostly dark comedy. Dead Set. Okay, my connection's okay. Oh, Ranko just blue screened. Oh man, that happened. What? Did that happen last week too? I mean, not last week. I mean, yesterday. Didn't that happen yesterday too? Shit. I hope Ronco's streaming PC isn't dying. Because that would suck. Yeah. Pff. Damn. It still says she's live, though. That's the thing. The live indicator hasn't gone away.
Thankfully, because I'm using a solid state drive.
It reboots fast. Yeah.
Before. Yeah. Holy shit, the Windows updates on the HDD were kind of slow.
Oh, geez.
Like, give me a moment. I'm getting OBS going again.
Oh. All right.
Yes, I want to run it normally, dum-dum.
Ah, jeez.
I gotta just reset the audio level and turn off the mic.
I gotta admit, I still like your Squid Sona. She is cute. And what's funny, when I can't speak. When I had Naoki RN do the Splatfest art of your character for the Ranko versus DJ Splatfest, I referenced her to that picture. I referenced her to your off the air screen.
The off the air screen was made by my community member, and I guess we're still friends. Windstorm.
Ah, cool. Yeah, the thing is, I can't find Naoki RN anymore. She doesn't seem to be on Twitter anymore.
Let's see, Windstorm. Looking at my list of members,
Okay, looks like we are back.
Yeah. Maybe he changed his name. Maybe he left my community. I don't know. By the way,
I think I remember Windstorm. I think he's shown up in my channel a few times back in, well, way back.
Yeah. He's the guy that drew the art. He drew up that art for me.
The Take It Easy art.
Yeah, the Inkling girl art for me.
Yeah.
My channel avatar, the Yukari Reimu thing with the Beam Kirby hat.
Yeah.
But I inked that off of Yukari Boru.
Ah.
Which is a very much inactive site now. The artist is tagged as planning participant.
Ah.
It's kind of old art, but it's really cute.
It is cute.
Yukari Reimu with an alternate accessory. The Beam Kirby's hat. The Beam hat. From Kirby Superstar and Onward. Yeah, well, during one of my visits to Atlanta, I went to Jimmy Carter's Presidential Library and Museum and stuff. It's actually, like I said, it's actually pretty nice.
I know.
I had a good time learning stuff about him there. His dealings with North Korea.
Yeah. Oh, also, someone else who was all free Palestine before it was cool. Someone else who died recently, or someone who died recently. Chris Christopherson. He was another one who was free Palestine back in the 20th century.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, he.
I don't know who that is.
Well, you don't know who Chris Christopherson is, or was, I should say?
Nope.
Oh,
nope.
Musician and actor. Although I didn't see many of it. I didn't see many of his films, but I did see the miniseries America, which is America.
That explains why I don't know him.
But he was also a country musician. Most of his hits were in the 70s. Yeah.
Like, I know who Garth Brooks is because my mom was a Garth Brooks fan.
Yeah.
And the Thunder Rolls.
Thunder rolls.
And the lightning strikes.
And the lightning strikes.
Did it be the other way around?
Yeah. You know, a lot of people.
My heart.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think, a lot of people, they think country music and they think, they associate it with right-wing politics, but there are a good many country music artists out there who are actually on the left. Chris Christopherson was one of them. Garth Brooks is another. By the way, Billy Ray Cyrus is another.
Garth Brooks is a good singer.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, the reason I know about that is because of my mom having been a fan of his and gotten a collection of his CDs at one point. If I remember correctly, I think she still has this stuff somewhere. It's just that the Thunder Rolls is such an iconic song, It's one of his more well-known ones, for sure.
And the thing is now, Garth Brooks apparently has had sexual assault and battery charges levied against him. However, he is denying the charges. But he says, let's take it to court. He says, I trust the system, I do not fear the truth, and I am not the man they have painted me to be. I mean, if he's that willing to go to court over it.
And maybe there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Also, the TM48. Skill swap. switches abilities with the target more specifically and the user. You can make use of that in double battles to switch truant away from slacking to make it a massive powerhouse.
Yeah.
That, like, it's already strong and kind of on the fast side, but if you can get its debilitating ability away from it, holy crap! This big, strong attacker being able to attack every turn. That's kind of nuts. Kind of irrelevant to the move is that it's a psychic type move, but it's irrelevant because it's a status move. Unless you're doing the same type of attack challenges or whatever.
Yeah. My potion. My potion is maximum. It's a max potion. Not version exclusive is Vulpix. Rallis is not available in the Hoenn region. And here's our first instance of fog in the series. Although it has no effect in Generation 3. It becomes more relevant in Gen 4. Where it becomes an actual in-battle effect. Which decreases accuracy for everything in battle. Aside from moves that ignore that stuff anyway, the evasion checks anyway. Yeah.
And yes, saving the game causes the fog to pause. It causes everything to pause. As the game's writing down the state of what's going on.
Yeah.
You have time to take on Team Magma.
Oh god, Team Magma again.
Yeah, we're gonna do a few battles here. We didn't necessarily need to do the indoor stair climbing, but it's good for more leveling up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Poison beats grass, flying beats fighting. But that doesn't matter because Breloom is just faster and stronger. It's a little silly to do it that way, but whatevs. By the way, not only is there a Gen 1 Pokemon Pinball game, Pokemon Pinball is the thing, by the way. There's also a Gen 3 Pokemon Pinball game, Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire. Those are the only Pokemon Pinball games, though, unfortunately. The GBA game has a rumble feature that can be used through the Game Boy player. if you're using a GameCube controller instead of a Game Boy Advance controller connected through a cable. Yes, Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire can make your GameCube controller rumble. Boy, howdy, was it rumbling a lot while I was playing through the 1000-Year Door again. My Rumble Pack was going crazy, I will say. I still like to call it the Rumble Pack because, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Good old terminology is just fun to use. I only crashed my game twice through that playthrough. I think I might have been overwhelming the game slightly, even though the game putting a lot of sprites on the screen. You can call them sprites because they're just flat 2D models.
Yeah.
The characters.
Okay. Oh, that killed me.
What does a single kid expect to do? A hell of a lot. I'm the protagonist. What do you think? I'm the player here. I'm protagonist. I'm going to win. I'm going to save the day.
Yeah.
Another one of these grunts remembering the player character despite not being named. The grunt himself, of course. Not shimmy.
Right, because of God told her. Yeah, I know, I know.
Interesting stuff, Kiyomi. Interesting. I see. Uh-huh. At least his blue screen errors aren't super constant, you know?
Oh, jeez.
What?
Well, apparently Jill Stein has announced that if she were to win, of course she won't. but if she were president, she would pardon the January 6th protesters and Trump.
Okay.
Well, there
bye
goes her
Jill Stein.
chances.
You lost my respect.
Yep.
Well, she
Bye-bye.
lost any respect I may have had for her.
Yep.
You can kiss any respect you had for me goodbye then.
That says here, Jill Stein appears on MAGA podcast and says she's open to pardoning January 6ers and says it's been blown up for political reasons.
You know,
yeah.
Not for criminal reasons, obviously.
Yeah. Yep.
Because what is a crime to some people?
Apparently, last month it was found she paid $100,000 to a consulting firm that's run by a suspected rioter.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you something about the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire remakes.
Yes.
In the remakes, whichever boss you're dealing with gets the matching colored orb instead. Which leads to different story things playing out in the remakes. But yeah, in the original versions, Ruby and Sapphire, the bosses get the mismatched color. Just want to put that out there, because it's going to be a while before we get there.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of a thing to point out for now. Won't go into details, because we don't need to, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's something I'd always been thinking of prior to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire's release, and playing up to that, especially playing up to that point, at this point in those games, like, and going beyond this, wondering what would happen if they had gotten the boss had gotten the correct colored orb.
Right.
Those things definitely happen. It'll be a while, but if we keep this Pokemon train going, we will get to the Gen 6 games. It'll be after X, of course.
Right.
Xerneas is such a cool Pokemon. Actually, like, despite Yveltal having, like, red on its body, like, I like Xerneas more. Like, even though also Y is technically the red game between the pair.
Right.
Xerneas is just majestic. Sneaky Zink. Yes, I'm pressing A while facing these little objects to check this places. It's like I have a feeling it's like I'm pretty sure there are items that hit more hit. Like I was pretty sure there were hidden items around here. It was like the specifics are not something I can keep up with all the games, you know. Can't keep up with for all the games on my own.
Mm-hmm.
A Zinc for special events. And I guess that means Breloom. To supplement its special defense. Yeah, I still have that protein. There you go, Breloom. TVs per item, per EV boosting item. Or at least the stuff that I've been using. Not counting the wing items introduced in Gen 5. That's one each and there's no limit to them except for the overall built-in limits. For like protein and iron and so on and so forth, they will only let you boost up until the Pokemon has 100 EVs total. And then there's I guess you could call them vitamins, kind of. That's what they're called anyway, even though some of them kind of aren't vitamins, actually. That's just where they stop working. But the wing items can go beyond that. And the overall total that a Pokemon can have, of course, is 255 as of Gen 3. With like 510 total for a single Pokemon and 255 for any single stat. Although only 4 at a time actually increase the stat by 1 point overall. So a little bit of shenanigans need to be dealt with for effective Pokemon raising for competitive and battling. Gotta be efficient with that stuff. Of course, those numbers are hidden from the player. So there's a bit of a extra side work that you need to keep up with if you want to do things efficiently. Of course, with battle simulators, that doesn't matter. Like Pokemon Showdown, where you can just punch in the numbers. Kind of fascinating how Nintendo has not taken that stuff down. I've actually streamed the Pokemon Showdown stuff at one point. It was kind of fun. A lot of stuff that can be done, a lot of different types of battles that can be all generations. There's still a certain special charm to using the actual games for battling, though, which I've done as well. I have Pokemon battle videos on my YouTube.com page from Gens 4 and 5. Like Heart Gold and Soul Silver battles and Black and White battles. In Japanese. So the footage is in Japanese, though, due to how the emulator I used for recording worked. But that's okay, because you can still at least see one.
True.
And probably my favorite tier in general for like Smogon sanctioned battles, or like going by the Smogon rules from that online university type of dealio they call it, would be the NU tier, the never used tier, one of the lower tiers. I've done OU and NU battles for my channel before. It was fun. Battling against other real people is definitely an interesting thing to do.
Hey, what's up, Kate?
Because not only would you know what's going on with the game, but so would the other players. So there's a certain degree of mind games going on as well. Things to keep in mind that would not be as easy. That would be much easier if you were just playing against the game itself, like a CPU opponent. I haven't done that in so long. Like, aside from a somewhat recent thing for, like I said, big showdown on stream, just some random battling. But when I really did do Pokemon battles, that was a while ago. Yes, I did actually use a Pikachu on one of my teams. I remember at least one list of my teams, like Pikachu, Pinsir, Tangrowth, Blissey, Starmie, and Bronzong. Just a bit of a balanced team, kind of. For Gen 4 battling, even though not the entire team was considered OU at the time. OU being the standard tier, basically. Get a mixed attacker, a physical attacker, a special attacker, a physical defender, a special defender, and a mixed defender. A bit of a balance of things of different types.
Yeah. I like how you're basically floating on a Pokemon to go across the water.
Yeah. Because swimming is illegal. For the player.
Yeah, for the
never mind all the swimmers that we
the NPCs
encounter.
Yeah, I know.
And the inner tube using children. The tubers. If we were playing the remake, there would be an NPC for healing your Pokemon right down here. Pretty sure it's actually this person that would end up healing your Pokemon in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, so yeah. Rather than go to Lily Cave City, we're gonna heal up using the PC. As long as the Pokemon touches the box, it will heal up. And as I mentioned before, this does not work in the newer games. Like, if you go far, new enough into the series. This eventually stops working. I know it doesn't work in Scarlet and Violet. I don't think it works in Sword and Shield either. But yeah, eventually this stops working. I didn't need to put it in. I'm being a little inefficient about that, but whatevs, right? A little inefficient, but that's okay. We're still going to do more training before we deal with the rest of Team Magma stuff. Going down south.
Yeah, with your Pokemon, we're going to pump them up.
Yeah. Hey, remember that Route 123 thing we saw with the Berry Master's house?
Yeah?
We'll be headed in that direction a few times. At least a couple times, because there are some trainers between here and there. Why did I use Ember? Just getting button happy, little mash happy, I guess. I should have run away. That's okay. I made a mistake. Whatever. I have items. I'm not going back to heal up just for that. You know? This is a super potion. I'll just be missing an Ember power point. That's all. Alright. Oh boy. And Breloom, of course, has the highest attack stat for now. Since I'll still be using acid, I guess. I'll give the protein to Tentacruel, as silly as that may be. Once we hit Diamond and Pearl, we'll have to deal with the walking speed surfing, which is fixed in Platinum. Bit of forewarning, guys. But thankfully did not carry over to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Thank goodness. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that in Diamond and Pearl, the surfing movement speed is on par with walking, which is laughably slow for surfing. But like I said, thankfully that it didn't carry over to the remakes. And like, yeah, that was also fixed in platinum.
It is? Where? Oh, nowhere near as bad as the rest of it, though.
Cadabra. Yeah, no combustion here. We're not fighting this thing. Were you expecting me to attack you with my combustion game? Or Cadabra, you know? I saw Rock Psychic. And yes, Lunatone is also a thing. If we were to wander around in the inside of Meteor Falls, we would occasionally run into Solrock in this game and Lunatone and Sapphire instead. Being a psychic is about willpower. I thought I would lose to you. Sometimes it's hard to not check these random boulders for stuff. Get the berries. I love grass-type Pokemon. Do you have any grass-type Pokemon? If you have a grass-type Pokemon with you, and you talk to this girl, you will get TM19, which is Giga Drain. It gets better in Gen 5 by having its base power go from 60 to 75. And of course, moves can end up being buffed up a bit. Probably the most ridiculous power boost would be for Lead type, where it goes from a base power of 20 to 80 in Sun and Moon, quadrupling its base power. Like that's ridiculous. Although, to compensate for that, any Pokemon that would learn the move by level up learns it later than before. If you change the values in the older games using a randomizer, have fun with that. Especially with Zubat in Gen 1. Just right away, get that Zubat and you have an 80 power move. I've done that. That's crazy. The things you can do with a randomizer.
I know.
Update the move stats to match newer games. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna teach Giga Drain to Breloom, because why not? Get something better than Mega Drain. I mean, I could teach it to Tentacruel, but that would be a little silly. We should put it on Breloom for the same type of attack bonus at the very least. It also gets Oh, that is a sad PowerPoint level. I think it also gets more PowerPoints later in the series. But like, yeah, it is not good initially. If I remember correctly, it's actually a Gen 2 move. Might as well. Gotta be careful with using that, of course. Not like I rely on the grass type move on Breloom too much anyway.
Yeah.
Things get better as we keep going forward in the series anyway.
I don't know, hon.
I mean, it's like, but for now, we're still not going to be using the grass type move too much on Breloom because it's always special, and that 49 special attack stat is a little sad.
Ouch.
But it's there as an option for when I can do super effective moves with that. It's like super effective damage with that move.
Yeah.
It's just an option. I think we can stop here and start dealing with this route, this particular route, next time. Stop a few minutes early, why not, right?
Sure. Alright, well, we started with Team Magma, but we have to level up a bit before we finish.
Yeah, we're gonna go do some leveling up off to the side.
Ah.
And then after that, I suppose we'll head towards the next gym.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes there's just little gaps in activity, like in terms of gym battles.
Oh, yeah.
The gap between the first and the second gyms in Palace is a little ridiculous.
Right. Alright, well, tomorrow night,
Maybe that could be exaggerated, who knows? But it is a noteworthy part of the X and Y adventure.
Yeah. Well, no bowling tomorrow night, but we are going to be splatting. We'll be bowling next week. And on Saturday, it's our first scary Saturday for October. We're going to do Cult of the Lamb! Let's see how many followers we can get. I mean, let's see how many followers we can get for the Cult of the Lamb. Anyway.
Thus, everyone, let's join Watame's membership group.
There we go.
Anyway, right? She's a cutie and she's so silly sometimes.
Oh, yeah. There's a video, there's actually a YouTube video out there where Isabel joins the Cult of the Lamb.
Wow.
Yeah.
And by the way, yes, Watame has a good singing voice as well.
Oh, yeah, of course. Alright, let's get the credits rolling, and I gave...
She wrong.
Yep, and I just gave Ranko a shout-out as well.
But yeah, my favorite Whole Life member, Tsunomaki Watame, is a sheep girl.
Ah, cool. And I'm just a Winnie. And you're a yokai.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
Yep.
alright, let's see who's up on the rating meter tonight.
Unless I guess I won't have to worry about my laundry this week because that's already been taken care of at another place.
Let's throw it over to Splatty, who's doing Salmon Run right now. She says first time playing Salmon. She's never played Salmon Run before?
Well, if that title's accurate, then there you go.
Well, let's see how she does. We're gonna rate her. Until tomorrow night, you know what to do, folks. Follow and subscribe. Join the Particle Acceleration. You can also join us on Discord, !Discord in the chat, or scroll down to where it says Join the Particle Acceleration on Discord. Until tomorrow, I'm DJ Particle. I have been here with
RankoHoshino.
And we are out of here. Peace.
Take it easy. Stay safe. Love y'all. Bye-bye.